Hi, my name is Brittany. You might not know me, but either way, I'm really glad you are here. I am on a mission to fall in love with living and make the most out of this one life we are given, mainly through local adventures and living intentionally. So welcome to my visual diary. This week, we are going to take full advantage of spring. And shout out to my vitamin D deficiency for sponsoring this post. Kidding. But in all seriousness, this will be a combination of exploring the world and exploring my mind at the same time. Because, let's be honest, there's too much to see to just stay on the surface. I mentioned a few videos back I want to start living intentionally, so here's a collection of a few days last week. Shall we begin? Okay, hello and good morning. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Happy spring. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. I actually met with my doctor yesterday and he told me I was low on vitamin D. He said it was because I was not getting enough sun. And I was like, well, every day there's sun, I go outside. But I feel like that further supports the fact that the seasons dictate my mood, because apparently vitamin D also influences your mood and metabolism. So there's that. Anyways, last night I also slept with a mouth guard for the first time, and that's an experience. I didn't realize it was gonna be like that. So yeah, shout out to all the mouth guarders.
Mouth guardians.
Mouth guardians. Okay, so I'm actually really excited. Probably the most excited I've ever been to make matcha, because I'm gonna make this guy, which our friends Jordan and Alexa got us from Japan, and I'm so excited and I'm so grateful. I have never been this excited before. The first time I actually had matcha was in Japan, almost like 10 years ago. I ended up booking a flight by myself because it was like $400, which was a really good deal, and I also wanted to just learn more about my history. So my dad was born in Osaka, Japan, but he was adopted, so he knows very little about his side, and so I just wanted to learn more about where I came from. And yeah, it's the trip that changed my life for multiple different reasons, one of which it taught me and it showed me how much I love traveling, but also it kind of gave me a little bit of insight as to where I come from and the beauty of the culture. And so anyways, I digress. I'm gonna make some matcha and I'm really excited. Ro's gonna have some too. But later today we're actually gonna go to a tulip farm, which is, if I can't go to the Netherlands, I'm very excited to go to this tulip farm. It's in Virginia. So we're gonna go along together. You know how we do. And yeah, we're also gonna see my grandma, but that's a different story. So anyways, happy spring. I'm excited to hang out with y'all, and much love, peace and happiness, joy comes in the morning. Okay, come on. Okay, so we are at Burnside Farm, about an hour out from DC.
Good.
They host a really cool spring festival where you can come and pick your own tulips. They plant over 150 different types of tulips, and they are stunning. It only lasts about 3 weeks, but they are open 7 days a week, which is nice. Surprisingly, tulips are a little harder to pick than one would expect, because you have to get as close to the root as possible and pull. But it's totally worth it.
Hopefully we luck out with some really great food.
Yeah.
Ooh, horses.
Horsies.
I got peach. That's not really big.
Hello, handsome.
Good. I should might just. Probably should have got that bacon towel for real.
Yeah.
That'd be a great day. So thank you. My bad. Not either. I see a chopstick.
Okay.
You wanna clip it with the fork, maybe? Yeah, like something like this.
Yeah. Some scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
They know how to eat.
Yeah.
Good morning, welcome back. So, we're gonna go on a little adventure. We're gonna go to Bull Run Park, which is about 45 minutes out of DC. And it's this really cool park that has this really fun trail called Blue Bell Trail, I think. And they have a bunch of bluebells, which are these beautiful wildflowers. And it's a little bit past peak, but I really want to see them and seize the day. Carpe diem. But yeah, one of my main focuses on this adventure though is to just have fun. Like Ro pointed out the other day that I was adding a lot of unnecessary pressure to myself and stressing myself out, and the whole reason like why I started any of this is just to capture time and moments and adventures and be able to have something to look back at like 30 years down the line with my kids and just kind of enjoy and embrace time and like capture time and moments as they are. And like adventure and exploring to me is so fun, but I've become so concentrated on getting the perfect shot that it's kind of lost the fun. It's just become more stressful. It's become more of like a job unnecessarily. Like it's all self-inflicted. And so I really want to focus on this adventure, just going back to the basics and remembering why I fell in love with all of these adventures and just enjoying and having fun again. And so this is my reminder to anybody else, because I think a lot of times we all add pressure to ourselves unnecessarily, but kind of remember why you started and have fun and try to find fun in everything you do. And we'll see how it becomes. Like, honestly, I don't know what this will look like with that as my focus, but because it's like fun, enjoy, priority, capturing second. And so we'll see. But I'm grateful and I'm happy, and this should be a really good day. It was super cloudy like 20 minutes ago, and now the sun is out, and so I feel like that's a sign that it's going to be a great day and we are all on the right path. And the sun will come in the morning. Anyways, come along. I made it. It is such a beautiful park. Like, low-key, really wish I lived out here because it is so beautiful. It's such a big park. I got to see a little bit of the bluebells when I drove in. Honestly, there was nobody at the, like, normally when you check in at a park, there's like a person there, you gotta pay. No one was there. So I was like, okay, well, I don't know if this is my lucky day or if I'm breaking the law. So who knows? But no one was there, and now we're almost at the bluebell thing. It's like a mile drive from the entrance, and so yeah, I'm excited. Woo-hoo! Okay. I think that was it for my little sequence. I sneezed like 5 times in a row. I think I'm done with this sequence. Okay. Anyways, it was beautiful. The bluebells are gorgeous. You feel like you're in a mystical fairyland. Allergies are going crazy right now. I need to take some Zyrtec. Luckily, I did bring some. I'm on my way to grab some food. Real recommended this really cool sushi place that I'm excited to try. It's gonna be like a 40-minute drive, but anyways, I loved it. This lady was like, I've lived here and I never even knew it was here. And I was like, okay. She's like, yeah, no one really knows about it. And I was like, yeah, it's stunning. I loved it. Heading back. Would recommend it to anybody who lives in the DMV area. Again, it's like 45 minutes from DC. Oh my gosh, my allergies are going ballistic. Like, and I don't have like cute sneezes. I really wish I had like the dainty sneezes, but my sneezes come from my toes. Like, my whole body gets into my sneezes, and my grandma sneezes that way. My dad, like, it's a thing. Like, I was destined to sneeze this way. But anyways, that's cool. I don't know what that is. Okay, getting some food, getting some sushi, not too far away. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day. a tea house I've been wanting to check out for a minute. One of the things I really wanted to be intentional about is not just creating a life that like looks good but also feels good. I want to be like through and through, so there's that. Anyways, time to go drive back to DC. Okay, so for our last little outing, we are going to East Potomac Park. We're going to take in the last bit of cherry blossoms that we can. These are called the Kwanzaa cherries, and they're what we cherry blossom experts like to call late bloomers. They kind of remind me of like pink pom-poms, but I got to read a little bit under the trees and just kind of taking the beauty around and slow down for a minute. It was actually surprisingly super windy that day, but it was worth the cold. Anyways, as always, thank you for watching. I hope to leave y'all better than you came. So as a reminder, remember that you set the standard for how others treat you. So give yourself the love you deserve.
Twirl, twirl, wriggly girl. Yep.
Like Easter. Like a bunny.
Okay, you're Easter bunny. Okay.